Hello, I'm John Ballin, the Vice President of Engineering at Val-Matic Valve, and would like to welcome you to our R&D's Material Lab, where we will be explaining the operation and field testing of a Val-Matic Floodsafe inflow preventer. An inflow preventer is a cross-connection device that prevents contaminated water from entering distribution systems through flooded air valve vaults. We have a mock-up of an air valve vault to illustrate the use and testing of an inflow preventer. This air valve would be installed in a below-ground vault above a water main or pipeline. It is piped to the water main to allow the venting of air from the pipe during filling and to allow air to re-enter the pipe during draining or when there is a vacuum condition in the pipe. The air valve is a float-operated device that allows airflow except when the pipe and air valve fills with water, which raises the float and seals off the valve. The inflow preventer is mounted on the outlet of the air valve with this pipe here, which allows air to flow in and out of the air valve as needed. But if the vault becomes flooded with water, the floats in the device rise and seal off against the resilient seats. This is what a typical seat and float look like. The inflow preventer therefore prevents the inflow of contaminated water to the air valve and in turn into the water main. The air valve and inflow preventer are normally made of cast iron, but these are made of clear plastic to illustrate their operation. The device has a screen on the bottom to prevent the entry of debris. It also has two chambers that provide redundant protection. The device is fitted with test cocks that allow field testing to assure that it is protecting the water main at all times. The device is built and tested in accordance with American Society of Sanitary Engineering, ASSE, standard number 1063. 1063 recommends annual testing of the device, which I will now demonstrate. A field test kit is used, and it consists of a test pipe and a test plug. You will also need an Allen wrench to remove the screen and a supply of clean water to test the device. First, we will close the isolation valve underneath the air valve. This isolates the device from the distribution system. Second, we open the three test cocks. Next, using the Allen wrench, we remove the screen, which requires a slight twisting action too. We block the bottom of the device with the test plug. And first part of the test is to test the lower chamber. We connect the test pipe to the lower chamber test cock. A quick disconnect fitting is included so that we can install the piping in tight spaces. We will fill the pipe and lower chamber with clean water up to the minimum test level. You can see the water entering the device and lifting up the float. The float is rising up against the rubber seal. We will maintain the water level above the minimum test level for 5 minutes. So we'll start the timer. We'll check for leakage out of this upper test cock for the 5 minutes. Okay, we saw no leakage from the middle test cock, so we can close the lower test cock and remove the pipe and test the upper chamber. You can see the water is entering the upper chamber. We will fill it up above the minimum test level. You can see the water filling the chamber, and it seals against the upper rubber seal. And we'll start the timer. And we will watch for leakage out of the top cover test cock. Okay, 5 minutes are up and we have not seen any leakage out of the upper test cock, so we know the device has passed its field test, so we can restore the unit back into service. To do that, we will first close all three test cocks. We will remove the test piping. And we will remove the bottom test plug. The test water drains out, and now we will reinstall the screen. We would secure that with the Allen wrench in 3 places. And the final step then is to slowly open the isolation valve underneath the air valve. When properly maintained and regularly tested, the Floodsafe inflow preventer protects your water distribution system from contamination. Thank you for your interest in Val-Matic products.